dumb. Who just wants to chuck in strawberry syrup? Why don't you just chuck in strawberries and have a smoothie instead? The point of a thick shade is to be just sweet and delicious. That's why chocolate and vanilla, that kind of stuff. So,
Shadow, shut the fuck up! Okay, so I was gonna release a video on why I hate VR, but then I went on this fucking dumbass road trip, and you know what? It sucked, and I hated it. So I'm making this emergency video to tell you that I fucking hate road trips. They're stupid, they're fucking dumb and idiotic and stupid. And you know what? The shittiest part is that really, there is no decent way to travel, like at all. Like, traveling in general just sucks a fuck, okay? Like, buses are slow and shitty and terrible. Planes suck from start to finish. But road trips, driving, fuck that. Like, see, with buses, at least you don't have to drive, and planes make a 2-day trip only like 6 or 7 hours, barring, you know, waiting in line and shit. You see, when you decide to embark on a fucking road trip, you're not only committing to this long-ass journey, but you're also going to have to drive some or all of it. And hey, maybe you like driving. Maybe you look at 36 hours of sitting behind a fucking wheel and it makes you rock hard. Maybe. But this is my channel. Fuck you. I hate driving, I hate road trips, and I hate you. I just got back from this like 29-hour fucking drive to fucking yee-ass Alabama, and you know what? It sucked. The journey and the destination. I drove through 9 fucking states in this dumpster fire of a country, and I've learned something about the beautiful US of A. This part right here, is the most boring, worthless, stupid shit I've ever seen. There is no point to the entire Midwest. Like, if the United States was an anime, the East and the West Coast would be like a kick-ass premiere and like a dope finale, and all of this trash in the middle would be the fucking 900 filler episodes it takes for Thomas Jefferson to find the One Piece. So I started my journey in California, and that's where I've lived my whole life. So I've grown up dealing with Cali drivers, yeah? Driving through California is sort of like cooperative waiting in line. It's just sort of you and like several hundred other people all sitting in your cars, barely moving for hours on end, usually complaining and blaming the other people in every other car because it's obviously clearly their fault that no one's moving. From Cali, I crossed into Arizona, and driving through Arizona was pretty cool for like 15 minutes. Then it becomes a monotonous slog of bullshit. Desert gives way to desert, gives way to desert, gives way to desert, then gives way to, you guessed it, more desert. The only part that didn't suck a copious amount of dicks and ass was crossing through this big-ass forest on the eastern border of the state. It was okay, even though half of it seemed to have like burned down recently while we were cruising through, but whatever. I'm from California, I'm used to half of our shit burning down. The next leg brought me back to fucking Albuquerque. 2 road trips in a row now, and I've had to cruise through this fucking place, and I swear to shit, the only reason to even touch New Mexico is to make the fucking Bugs Bunny joke and then leave, because there is absolutely nothing of value here. Like, imagine taking the desert of Arizona and somehow making it even less interesting to look at. That's New Mexico. Next on the list was Texas, and apparently I got pretty lucky with Texas. We only had to go through Texas's, like hat, I guess, the tip. And as we were flying through the Texas tip, we managed to only really have to experience Texas for a short while, and it was okay, I guess. We stopped at like a Denny's, and everyone there was real sweet and old and white, and the waitress called me hun, which was cool too, and like sweetie, because I like being called endearing Western things like hun and sweetie. It's nice. Or like, maybe I'm just starved for affection. After I took the Texas tip, I was on my way through Oklahoma, which I honestly barely remember anything about. It was bland and boring, and one of those places that you're better off just sleeping through. Though, honestly, you're better off sleeping through the entire road trip, or not going on the road trip at all, because fuck road trips. After Oklahoma, we went through Arkansas, and to be 100% honest, I kind of forgot that Arkansas even existed. Like, my sister and I were reaching the end of Oklahoma, and we were at a Denny's thinking, oh shit, we're almost there. And when I got back to the car, I started driving for a few hours, and all of a sudden my map app said, welcome to Arkansas. And I was super fucking confused. So I zoomed out of the map and realized that Arkansas is so boring and fucking pointless that I somehow managed to completely forget that it was even a place. After Arkansas, I zoomed through Tennessee and Mississippi for like an hour in each, and they were neat, I guess, especially going over the stupid fucking river in Mississippi. It was kind of neat. Honestly, it was just more of the same. Like, Memphis was cool, it was like a city for a little bit, but I'm from LA, and that city was way better, fight me, so there was no real point for it even existing. But then we got to Bama. And fuck yeah, we played the song when we got there. It was the highlight of the fucking trip. It was the highlight of all of the state, because you know what? Alabama kind of fucking sucks too. It was really humid, or maybe it wasn't, I don't really know. I'm from dry-ass California, so it's really hard to tell humidity for other people, but it was fucking hot. And there was these stupid fucking bugs everywhere, and those sucked, and everything was spaced super fucking far apart, and you couldn't really go anywhere or do anything without driving super far for super long. And even the populated areas were just kind of fucking blue. And I went to a Waffle House, which was neat, I guess. And honestly, it's super hard to think of things to say, because there's just nothing anywhere in the entirety of the Midwest. Like, trying to write a script about the Midwest is like being asked to write a comprehensive evaluation on paint drying, or writing a fucking review on a movie that's just 2 hours of static and then credits. Honestly, the whole fucking trip was shit, start to finish. Hey, thanks for coming to another one of these dumpster fires of a video. Sorry it's been a hot minute since I put out another I Hate video. Don't worry, I still hate things, I'm just incredibly lazy, and making those other pieces of shit are far easier. Also, I had to go on a road trip. Also, I got an index. Also, I'm lazy. So it takes a little bit. But you know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe. Thanks to all of my beautiful crew and everybody else that came to help out with this one, because I love them and I love you. Unless you like pears. Tune in next week for when I probably finish the I Hate VR video. Probably not. Anyways, thanks for watching another one. See you later. Bye.